Good morning, dear students. Welcome back. We have completed our chapter reflection and refraction of light. Okay, now some part of human eye is also in our syllabus, so we will cover that part in this video. Okay, and this is the last topic, or you can say this is the last chapter, which is also related to refraction and reflection of light. So we will discuss these important topics here. Okay, at first, topic refraction of light through a glass prism. Okay, we should know only one thing there. If there is a prism, this is a prism. Okay, when a light ray passes from this glass prism, then what happen with it? You know, this is a air, and this prism is made by glass. Okay, when light ray moves from air to glass, okay, this is the point of incidence. When it will move from air to glass, then it refracts. It means that it bends. How can we find that? We will draw the point of incidence here, and from point of incidence we will draw normal. So normal would be like that. And now when light ray moves from rarer to denser medium, then it comes closer like this. Okay, okay, now from you can say this is a new point of incidence. Okay, from this point it has to go in rarer medium, because this is denser medium, now this is rarer medium. So when it will move from denser to rarer, then also it move away from the normal. Then we can do one thing, we will draw normal here. Okay, then it moves from this point in this direction. Okay, this is a just like refraction. You should know about the refraction. At first light is moving from air to glass, then after that glass to air. So this is a incident ray, you can see here, and this is a refracted ray. Okay, so the these are the important points. Now we can understand this by this diagram which is given here. Okay, this is the incident ray, this is a point of incidence. At first it this incident ray refract from this point, okay, like this, and after that this will refract here, because here is also two medium. So this is a last ray. So this last ray is also called emergent ray. Okay, this is important point. This ray is emergent ray. This is an incident ray. Okay, if suppose there would be no prism, then how this incident ray moves? You know this thing, it will move in a straight line manner. So we can draw like it. Okay, if there would not be prism in front of that incident ray, so the light moves in straight path like that. But because of this prism, that light deviated. Okay, and this is the final ray which is called emergent ray. So the angle between that incident ray and that emergent ray is called angle of deviation. So this is very important point, dear student. Okay, this is called angle of deviation. So we can say that how the light ray refract from a prism. Okay, now dear students, because we know that from prism light refract, so on that principle this phenomena is also based. That phenomena is called a dispersion of light. Dispersion of light, as we know from our smaller classes, that when a light ray passes from a prism, then it deviates into six colors. Okay, it converted into seven colors. This is a white light, sunlight, you can say. Okay, sunlight is also called a white light because it has a number of colors. This is a combination of number of colors. That's why we say it is a white light. When white light passes from glass prism, then it deviates into seven colors. Okay, and these seven colors we can get in a white screen. You can see here. We You should know the pattern Vibgyor. Okay, this is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So this phenomena is called dispersion of light. Okay, the band of seven colors formed on a white screen when a beam of white light is passed through a glass prism is called spectrum of white light. So this is called spectrum of white light. Okay, there are number of colors. So you can say the splitting up of white light into seven colors on passing through a transparent medium like a glass prism is called dispersion of light. So in this part we should know this thing that maximum, there is a maximum deviation in violet color and a least deviation in red color. Okay, we should know the pattern, which is whip Gyor. Okay, this phenomena is called dispersion of light. Very simple phenomena here we should know. Okay, now there is one another thing. Okay, as we know that when white light pass from a prism, then it disperses into seven colors. Okay, if we want back that white light, because here we will get seven different colors. If we want that the same white light, then we do one thing. Okay, we place the second glass prism, okay, which has been placed upside down, then it recombines the seven colors of spectrum to give back white light. Okay, this is white light, then this is also same white light. How to do? You can see here, at first we should have two prism. First prism, that prism will convert it into seven colors. Then we will place the second glass prism, okay, which has been placed upside down. Then it will combine all the light rays and we will get white light. Okay, so this is important thing. And the example of that is also rainbow. Okay, rainbow is a very good example of dispersion. We have seen there are different colors. Okay, the rainbow, this is the combination of seven colors, you can say. The rainbow is an arc of seven colors that is visible in sky, which is produced by the dispersion of sun's light. Okay, by raindrops in the atmosphere. We know that there are so many raindrops. These raindrops just act as a prism. Okay, then we can say we have seen the dispersion of light there, and there is a rainbow. Okay, then we can see the rainbow formation. Okay, now dear students, there is, we know we are discussing about refraction, so this is another one. This is atmospheric refraction. Okay, this is atmospheric refraction. We know that the atmosphere, about atmosphere, we have air layers having different optical densities. If we talk about different kind of atmosphere, there is a troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere. So we can say it is having different type of air layers of varying optical densities. Okay, so the refraction of light caused by earth's atmosphere, that is called atmospheric refraction. Very simple. Okay, what is atmosphere? Atmospheric refraction, the refraction of light caused by earth's atmosphere. Okay, that is called atmospheric refraction. Okay, and we have some example of atmospheric refraction. So we should know, first example is twinkling of stars. As we can see, we know that stars emit their own light. Okay, star emits their own light, due to which we see stars. Okay, at night दे स्टार साइंस इन द नाइट स्काई. लेकिन जब हम उसको अच्छे से देखते हैं बेटा, देन हमको क्या लगता है कि वो ट्विंकलिंग कर रहे हैं. तो वो ट्विंकलिंग किस वजह से कर रहे होते हैं, उसका रीजन होता है एटमोस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन. तो एटमोस्फेरिक रिफ्रैक्शन किस तरीके से, बिकॉज वी शुड डू वन थिंग. ओके, the continuously changing atmosphere refract the light from the star by different amount from one moment to the next. What does it mean? I am saying one thing to you, that the atmosphere has different optical densities of air at various altitudes. Okay, and this atmosphere is continuously changing, due to which the optical density of air at different levels in the atmosphere keep on changing. If optical density is regularly changing, then sometime it acts as a rarer medium and sometime it acts as a denser medium. So the light which refracts from this atmosphere, okay, that is by different amounts from one moment to the next. Okay, so that's why the light come to our eye in by different ways. Okay, that's why we the it looks like that twinkling of stars. Okay, but we know there is not such type of things. Okay, because star has its own light, but due to the change in atmosphere every time, there is a atmospheric refraction. Okay, optical densities is regularly changing, so the light which comes in our eyes, it changes its path every time. That's why it looks that stars are twinkling. Okay, but we can see the plants do not twinkle at all, because these plants sorry, planets, I'm talking about planets. Planets do not twinkle. Why? Because planets are very closer to us in compared to stars. The light of star has to travel more distances in compared to planet. Okay, so a planet do and we can see the large size of planet. So if there is any kind of change, then it nullified the effect of different points, because we can say one thing, that the planet is a in planet there is so many points. Okay, that is a big size planet. So that's why the continuously changing atmosphere is unable to cause variation in the light coming from big size planet, because of which the planet does not twinkle at all. And another example, we can see the stars seems higher than they actually are. Okay, suppose this is the actual position, but due to the atmosphere, there is a bending of light. Okay, then it comes like it, but our brain says it is coming from this point. Okay, so we can say the star seems higher than they actually are, because of the atmospheric refraction. And this is also very important thing, advanced sunrise and delay sunset. Okay, it happened 2 minutes in the morning time and 2 minutes in the evening time, because suppose this is a horizon. Okay, the actual position of sun is this is just below horizon, but when the light comes from sun, it moves like that. Okay, it deviates, it refracts, but when we seems that light is coming from this part, so sun appears just above the horizon. Okay, so these are very important things which are related to atmospheric refraction. Okay, that is just only part of refraction. Okay, now this is another part, scattering of light. This is another phenomena of light. This is also a very simple thing, as you know from chemistry also. Tyndall effect also discussed there. But at first, let me tell you what is scattering of light. Scattering of light means to throw light in various random direction. Suppose that a light is coming. Okay, it is striking with some molecules, some particles. Then what happen? The light strikes with these molecules, and these particles, okay, these particles scatter the light, means these particles throw light in various direction. So this phenomena is called scattering of light. Got it?